What is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're talking about big news out of the LEC that PERKZ is going to be taking the week off due to some mental health issues and stuff, trying to de-stress, trying to just relax. He has a ton of stuff going on in his life. If you guys haven't heard, recently before the season started, his father had actually passed away, which is obviously huge, tragic news. I can't even imagine trying to play video games, something like that going on. But obviously he's a professional, it's his job. But he does want to just take a break and relax for the time being. Hopefully it will be good for him in the long term. I know in the past a lot of LEC players and G2 players specifically have talked about burnout over the course of the season, especially once you get into a full spring split, a full MSI, a full summer split, and a full long Worlds run. You're pretty much busy the entire year. You're away from your family, friends, everything, your normal life for so long. And for G2, a team like G2 who wants to win Worlds, who wants to make it to the World Final, who wants to make it deep at Worlds, they're much more important games are going to be later on in the year. If you're going to take a break, if you're going to take a time to de-stress and relax, you want that time to be now as opposed to during Worlds. So I think this is a really good decision by him. Hopefully he can get right during this time. Hopefully he gets whatever he needs, both mentally, physically, just health-wise, everything. And this should be good. But G2 has announced on Instagram today, 4 hours ago, that PINOY is going to be in for LEC Week 4. He's an AD carry. We've seen a ton. We've seen a little bit in EU, a little bit in NA. He's played on a ton of different teams in EU Academy. He's been all over the place in smaller leagues in Europe, and he's been in the LEC before. I think last time we saw him was on Origin a couple years ago. Yeah, he's just been in the scene for a long time. You pretty much know what you're getting with him. He's not going to be this huge, superstar AD carry, obviously, but he should be solid. He should be okay, especially in a super good team like G2. Crazy part is G2's 4-3 right now. A couple losses could get them below 500 if they're not able to win games. I am really interested to see how G2 performs with a new member, with a new AD carry, because we've seen this stacked roster of 5 playing together for so long. It's going to be interesting seeing them play with somebody else. Obviously, they had times where they didn't have Mickey at that MSI run and everything. But yeah, I think this will be interesting. I want to see how they're going to play with a new player. I want to see if they look better, if they look worse, how they do, how PINOY looks. Maybe he can, land himself a spot in the LEC going forward if he's able to put on some strong performances. It will be really interesting to see. But G2 needs some wins. They don't need some wins. They would like some wins, but obviously they're going to be confident of their ability to be able to win the LEC from any position going into the playoffs. They don't need the #1 seed or anything. And Europe has 4 seeds for Worlds this year, so they're going to be in the top 4 teams. They're going to be making it to Worlds, and once you get to Worlds, every team has a chance. But yeah, so nothing too big, but this is pretty big news that PERKZ is not going to be playing. PINOY is going to be in, and we'll have to see how this all works out. Here was PERKZ on Twitter on June 27th, a couple days ago. This is after his win over Fnatic. He said he's so happy with good performance. I've been having a bit of a hard time dealing with stress, so I'll be taking a break from competing from next week, so it feels good taking a break on a very high note. That's awesome. And yeah, and then taking a look at the LEC standings, G2 is currently tied for 3rd. So again, a couple losses could send them all the way down to 7th or 8th. A couple wins though could move them into first place contention. So every game counts. And when you only have an 18-game season, every game is really important. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. But it should be really interesting because again, we haven't seen G2 play with any other players for so long. It'll be interesting. Definitely drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about what do you think PINOY is going to do this weekend? Do you think he's going to have a good performance? Do you think he's going to get exposed and G2 is going to lose? What do you think is going to happen? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save data on the latest content. Check out the link for Robinhood in the description below if you guys want to receive a free stock just for signing up. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.